mind. So with that being said, I have a couple of thoughts that I wanted to share with you guys. One of them being the people that are the most affected by this coronavirus are people that have actually been affected this physically and as far as their health is concerned, and or in their family. My condolences go out to all those that have lost a family member. I personally have been affected by this as losing a family member as myself. And this isn't an easy time for anyone. And I think this is a time that if you are healthy and your family is not affected and you're just quarantined, I think you should really take advantage of this time to read up on some financial education, because I think a lot of us lack that in this generation. Speaking for our millennials, we do lack a lot of financial education because we were never taught anything about money in school. We were never taught anything about credit or just money in general. We don't know the language of money. A lot of us don't speak it, and therefore we don't understand it because we don't speak the language. So it's as simple as that. So I really think we should really take this time to learn as much as we can. And the people that are the most affected, secondly, are by all this is people in the middle class, because unemployment is going to affect them heavily. A $1,200 unemployment check isn't going to do anything for anyone that earns anywhere between $85,000 to $130,000, $320,000 a year. The reason why, because they have a certain lifestyle. It is not going to help them at all in the long run. I mean, immediately it may help them. They may defer some of their mortgage payments, car payments and such, but in the long run, this is really going to affect them. For those people that may not be able to return back to work or at the same level of pay or at the same position that they once had, that's where really going to be the real challenge here. And they're only going to be hiring the most skillful people. They're not going to just hire mediocre, average people. That's just how it is going to be. People that are less affected are the super rich, and the people that have anyone that has earned less than $25,000 a year, because of the 10 million people that actually filed for unemployment 3 weeks ago, 25% of them are actually making double the money that they actually made while they were working full time. So it's not an incentive for them to go back to work. So, I mean, God bless them for getting that money. I hope they keep some of it, which I'm really hoping for that to happen. But at the same time, I just know that's not how life works. If you're going to have double the money that you've made, you're going to spend the extra money. That's just how life is. It's just how the human mind works. Majority of it, at least. And so the best way we can come out of this is if you had some money saved up for a rainy day. This is what our parents always talked about, right? This is a time for you to invest aggressively in yourself, in the stock market, and soon in the real estate market, because people that are going to lose their jobs in the next few months, that middle class family that may not be able to return to work or understand or get the same payback, might be forced to sell their houses at a lesser value that they would have, or even out of turn. They may not be looking to sell, they might have to, and the market is not going to be on their side at this point. And so that's really where the advantage is going to come into play for those people that have the money or the means or the connections, which are very important as well, to invest. Now, I feel like we underestimate our networking skills and or their lack of. Networking is so important, knowing and having a circle of friends or people that you know in your network that can provide you with capital at that given moment is very crucial at this point now. If you don't have that circle, you should start working on it now. Start reading books, start investing in yourself, really use this time to become a better version of yourself and do all the things that you've been putting off to do. And hopefully all of us can come out of this better and or the same. I don't wish ill upon anyone. I wish everyone prospers, but I know that's not reality. Only the people that are actually caring enough and really care for their family are going to invest the time into themselves to come out of this stronger than they actually went into this. Because in 2008, when the market crashed, most of the biggest companies were formed. And this is a time where we're faced with, again, 10, 11 years later. We need to start doing that now as well. Start studying the past to predict the future. That's the best way to do it. And that's really it. I hope everyone is staying safe and sound. And yes, we all look scruffy. Yes, none of us all of us are just quarantined in the house, but embrace it. I'm trying my hardest. I know it's not easy, but this is a time where we should embrace our families, and our minds. Educate yourself.